Okay, no one is here. What are you two doing? Nothing out of order or stupid, I hope. Girls, isn't it weird how we have so many more sisters than us starts? Yeah, crazy, right? Boys, let's have our recruits drink blood and sleep in a coffin for a year. Yes, and let's make them walk miles barefoot in the snow. Point of view. You just tried to seduce a Slanesh cultist to stop her from killing you. Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat. Still going to kill you, but now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder. 40k community seeing that Angren can kill an average of 30 guardsmen every turn. Guard players knowing they only need to sacrifice 180 guardsmen to keep Angren occupied for 6 turns. So Mr. Blood Angel, how did you hold back an entire contingent of the alien tour? Earlier, the Codex starts. Okay, so Warhammer is set in the year 40k, 10k years after the Horus Heresy. Okay, so the Horus Heresy happened when half of the Primarchs betrayed humanity. Okay, see, the Primarchs were basically superhuman demigods created in a lab by the Emperor Calus, and so the Emperor was. Hey Skid, why do you always wear that mask? Let's keep this on. Senior Adeptus Auroritus Canonis gives a visiting Ordo Hereticus Inquisitor a tour of her parish's extensive heretic burning pyres. A gang of boys crash land in the last video game you played. How much of a zogging good time do they have? Ultramarines Mr. Bond. How utterly predictable. I cast da jump and put my 30 orc boys directly behind your lines. Now, will you save your reserves? Or put your tanks at the mercy of my stomper? Wag, Mr. Bond. Sorry elf girl, but the power armor stays on during Shreks, because I literally can't take the ducking thing off. TAU commander engaging Adeptus Mechanicus forces for the first time, and wondering why that strange pointy mountain in the distance is getting closer. Lionel Johnson returns. Behold brother, I too have acquired a big titty elder girlfriend. He didn't want to be worshipped. He destroyed religion and replaced it with a cult of personality around himself. He built his palace over the highest mountains of terror like some Greek god from myth. He literally called his galactic war a crusade. Think Sanguinius, think. The other 3 chaos gods. Con, why do you keep a demon world for no reason, except to resurrect a bunch of orcs over and over again? Con, I just think they are neat. Still counts as 100% GW plastic, right? Oh, don't tell me. We are about to get overrun by demons. Yep, if they don't kill us, the Inquisition will. Taint of chaos and all that. Most likely. Bring it on. Good aligned playthroughs in RPGs. I finished killing the bad guys for you. No, keep your money, I'm just glad to be helpful to people of need. Good aligned playthroughs in Rogue Trader. My lord, your thousands of slaves below deck have started to complain about the beatings they receive from your guards. Put drugs in their food. When can we kill Spider-Man? Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired Venoms. When can we feast on suffering? Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired Venoms. When you ask the barely trained Seeker if he can read the commissar's thoughts, but instead he starts screaming and sprouting tentacles. Alright, then, keep your secrets. Young men, here's some dad advice. Do you play fighting video games? Instead, join a jiu-jitsu or boxing gym. Call of Duty? Walk down and enlist as a marine. Sports games? Go outside and play sports with people. Don't be a thumb warrior. Do it for real, like your grandpa did. People's reaction when I play 40k games and finish beating a heretic to death with a shovel in real life. Hey, nice trench. I know nothing about 40k, but my husband knows everything. What's some shit I could say to piss him off? You will be sent to Raven. Guard. What? The Emperor oppressively outlaws all religions and faiths to replace them with a secular imperial truth. The Martian Mechanicum worships the Emperor as an avatar of the Omnitia. The Emperor. I'll allow it. The Emperor couldn't drink milk. What? The Emperor was born in 8000 BC. The mutation to digest milk is only 6000 years old. Jess, what the duck are you talking about? I think I might have depression. Only true champions can admit their own weakness. There's no shame for feeling this way. Change is the constant of life. This too shall pass. Even the smallest germ can take down an entire kingdom. You are important. There are many pleasures waiting for you to experience. Don't give up. Just man up. Sebastian Yerrick. Ibram Granti. Cyphus Kane. Capital of human faction in average sci-fi series. USA, UK, Japan. Capital of the human faction in Warhammer 40k. Nepal. Barges into the Conqueror's command bridge. Reprimands Primarch Angren for mistakenly referring to the Conqueror as his ship. Refuses to elaborate further. Leaves. Our hyperdrives use hypermatter particles to hurl a ship into hyperspace while preserving the vessel's mass/energy profile. Our warp drives create a subspace bubble that envelops the starship, distorting spacetime and moving the starship at FTL velocities. Our FTL drives expose AEZ to electric currents, which creates mass effect fields that reduce the mass of a ship and lets it move at FTL velocities. Our jump drives use a dimensional transport effect to allow ships to instantaneously teleport from one point in space to another. We tear a hole in reality and fly through space hell. Elder scientists discovering that the Emperor managed to recreate a brand new section of the old one's webway. This Monkey was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. Hugs. No one will ever believe you. An Imperial expedition into an inactive tomb world discovers a semi-dormant Necron Lord. Is it the time of the Great Awakening yet? No? Then duck off. 41st Millennium Sports. Farseer Chess. Checkmate in 51 moves. Damn. Best of 3. Primarch Robert Gilliman, after crusading across half the galaxy to reach Terra, only to find how obtuse and uncooperative the High Lords are. I expect nothing, and I'm still let down. A member of the Aquilan Shield, on mission as part of their enigmatic plan, to protect those specific individuals deemed important to the Imperial Tarot. I don't understand. I have my ration card right here. I come here every week. Look lady, new rule. No addendum papers, no ration stipend. Now beat it. Don't make me call the arbit. Thank you dearie. Mrs. Big Jones will be receiving her weekly ration stipend. Senior Watercast Ambassador lecturing junior TAU diplomats on the Imperium's internal political structure. It can't be. How did you even accomplish all of this? How did we? Rowboat. Well, yeah, got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Primarch Roggledorn, at the beginning of the Horus Heresy, planning the fortification of Terra's defenses. Give me all the rock cretin menials you have. Wait, I'm worried what you just heard is, give me a lot of rock cretin menials. What I said was, give me all the rock cretin menials you have. Do you understand? The Adeptus Custodes preparing to investigate a potential security breach in the winding, narrow palace ducts. Lunch Mistress Doria, have we got any grease? Yes we do. Then grease me up, woman. Okie dokie. Robert Gilliman, we must restrict the size of legions to just 1,000 marines, so that no single man can command too much military power. Also Robert Gilliman, behold, my stuff. After completing the conquest of Terra, the Emperor unveils his plan to create 20 bioengineered, half-warp, super generals from his own DNA. The High Lords of Terra, carrying out the ancient, ritualized procedures to unleash an Imperial assassin on a high priority target. Enhance. This guy. See this guy? Duck him. Impossible. Dom. You came in our hour of greatest need. You should know by now, the streets always got your back, Biggie. Now let's teach that little bitch Horus a thing or two about family. Somewhere in the warp during the events of the Boltgun game. You're absolutely sure he's not one of yours? Reasonably. Space Marines without helmets. Craft World Elder. Adoptus Mechanicus. GW's go-to punching bags. A human brain uses 12 watts to think, while an AI system doing the same job would need 2.7 billion watts. I lived bitch. Tiberius of the Carcharodons attempts to commune with his Primarch while traveling the outer dark, but 40k fans when you call it a bathroom instead of a restaurant poop in Pisha. GW in 90s. Nice kit bash made out of toy car, garbage and rival model company bits. Want to show it off in White Dwarf. GW now. 3D printed head for your special Chamractor? Get out of my event right now. People telling me how evil the Imperium is. It's satire of fascism. Me knowing and not giving a duck because it's all made up. When I'm in a wanting to duck aliens competition and my opponent is Warhammer 40k fan. My armor is contempt, my shield is disgust, my sword is hatred. The Total War gameplay formula does not fit 40k, stop asking for it. Maybe we don't always have to kill the demons so violently. Who the duck said that? Jesus would solo 40k. Nah, the Emperor was Jesus. I'm quite fond of the lizard men. Bok. Elder can consider humans under evolved monkeys unworthy of their attention, but still be concerned about space marines for roughly the same reason you'd be concerned if a gorilla in full plate burst into your apartment waving a shotgun around. Harry Potter fans. I wanna be a wizard. Star Wars fans. I wanna be a Jedi. 40k fans. I'm good, thanks. The true struggles of a seeker. I bet he's thinking about nothing. Duck off. I'm telepathic. Remember, Karen. With the amount of wax used for purity seals, there must be hundreds of worlds in the Imperium dedicated entirely to bees. Shut up. My parents at age 27. Let's have a baby. Yes, me at age 27. Today I'm going to argue about obscure Warhammer lore with strangers on the internet. For the greater Emperor. Almost there, pal. Well done. Girls, guess my zodiac sign. You're so sensitive. I'd say Sagittarius. Boys, guess my Warhammer army. Orcs, because you're ducking stupid. Poor predictable corn. Always chooses Malay. Good ol' Malay. Nothing beats that. Warhammer has some really fantastical races, like the Aztecs but they're lizards, the Egyptians but they're skeletons, the French but they're humans. Enjoying reading Warhammer lore for the first time, noticing the scroll bar hasn't moved in 10 paragraphs. Shout out to that 1 gigachud Imperial Fist who saw ducking Horus wandering alone on the battlefield and thought bet. GW has contacted the police to catch the leaker who is still at large. Please contact your local department if you see this man. You can't do it freehand. I can and I will. This isn't a time for showing off. Strange. The Emperor of Mankind and his custodian guard exit the Imperial Palace to do battle with the forces of the War Master, Horus. He's reaching for his penis. Hello, is anyone there? I seek glory. I think we can all agree that a Battlefield style 40k game would be ducking awesome. Gilliman, don't come inside that elder. She's trying to make super elder human babies. She's going to take the kids. Gilliman, you're going to pay child support for the next 10,000 years. With weekend visits only. Gilliman. People telling me I can't recreate this meme using figures. Me. Religion has no place in the 30th millennium. 30 millennia since what? Why do we have to fight for mere mortals? We are wasting our true potential. Duck this. Let's give ourselves to the ruinous powers. The planet is literally falling apart. You will stand your ground in the name of the Emperor. Yes. What's wrong with society in one picture? McDouble $1.39. Heavy intercessors $105. Imagine being that word bearer. Like you've been alive for 10k years. A literal champion of chaos. And some ducking titanium Baldalisian comes charging you screaming his ducking lungs off holding a primed melter grenade. Where is Brother Hulk? The attack starts in 5 minutes. He's sick. Ah, okay then. He even has a certificate from the apothecary. I guess we have to attack without him. Cough. The duck. Accusations of child abuse and bad parenting. Me wondering why my lab rats talk. Hey, friend, listen, no, the galaxy is scary right now, but it is going to get way worse. Yet another day of thanking the Emperor for 40k not being dragged into Big Bang Theory. This statue of Jesus in Poland provides internet to nearby villages. Should the Astronomicon go out, the Imperium would be plunged into a new age of strife. Don't duck with us, TAU fans. Seriously, please don't just leave us alone already. What did we do wrong? Not knowing the law and writing an accurate fanfiction. Learning the law to write law-adherent fanfiction. Learning the law, disregarding it and writing an accurate fanfiction. Halo fans fighting over new gameplay. Warhammer fans getting a 4th Left 4 Dead. Warhammer 40k.jpg was gonna question that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Day-old humans returning home after colonizing the Andromeda galaxy. What? You really thought that because you are a bio-enhanced superhuman walking tank touched by the ruinous powers I wouldn't charge straight at you with my shovel? Think, heretic, think. Half of new Amazon show's budget already spent on miniatures. I had to make sure everyone on set had at least enough points for combat patrol. Henry Cavill. I've cheated to lose. Played in a tournament, already ranked very low with no chance of placing top 3. Last game was against a kid who played his first tournament. He had also lost every game. Cheated my ass off, so he would have at least one fun experience at the tournament. He totally tabled me and left with a smile. Worth it. Carefully, he's a hero. That one looks like a burning heretic. They say we see on clouds what we most want. What do you see, babe? I see the God Emperor. Ah. Warhammer fans when their PC is slow. It's okay, machine spirit. You go when you feel like it. When that one guardsman passes his LD role after watching his entire squad get turned into red mist by a giant alien terror in a matter of seconds. I didn't hear no bell. Don't duck with us, Warhammer fans. We won't stop repeating the same unfunny jokes from 10 years ago. Stop giving me your toughest battles. But you are my Imperium's greatest hero. Give me harder battles. What the duck? For $50,000 you could purchase one 3-minute video of a cartoon version of you getting seduced by a fictional character with no actual NSFW scenes. Or 23 Mars pattern Warlord class titans. When the Plague Lord class titan steps around the hab block and all you have are some spicy flashlights. For the Emperor. Yes, Rico, for the Emperor. Me explaining the lore of all my minis and what each of the characters is from. My girlfriend asking which one is the horse from the Horse Heresy.